So we are doing short, long, in between outtakes, reasonings, everything right here in Trail Life Television Network. So today, we're at the 9th annual Jamaica Arts Odyssey Festival, and it's Festival of Art. So I was just perusing through, and then I found this interesting spot. So and I found this interesting man who tell us about what kind of art this is.
This is photography. It's aluminum print.
Aluminum print.
So the ink is burned in the aluminum.
Wow.
It's like archival ink, so it's guaranteed 50 years. And it's a project that
So how does it look so graphic?
Because actually the technique, you can come close to one. The technique is a mirror. So the photo is half of this, and then I flip it over.
Okay.
So each one, the photo is actually what you see on the half side, and it's
Flipped over.
and then you start to see faces. It's like those paper where you drop ink.
Oh, yeah, and then you
fold
put
it in two,
and then
you
something
open it
emerges.
back,
Yes.
and you see faces and things like that.
Wow. Well, I must say, it has caught my attention, and as you can see, there's a uniqueness in everyone. The colors, the tones, so you know that something really unique and interesting is happening here. So how much does your artwork go for? Because I mean, something like this,
It's 800 US for a piece.
I think it's worth it, man. Because this is not something that I see every day. This is my favorite right here. Yes.
That one I call this one the baboon. You know the baboon monkeys.
Oh, yes.
If you look good from far, you're gonna see here. You can imagine his two eye here, and this is his long nose here.
Oh.
And he's sitting on a throne. But the beauty about this is that everybody can see
Something different. Yes. Oh my God. So, what is your name, by the way?
They call me Alan.
Alan.
Otat. That's my name, but everybody know me as Kianka.
Skanka?
Yeah.
Skanka. Ah, blessing Skanka. So, you live in Jamaica?
Yeah, I'm here for 30 years.
Wow. So where were you originally from?
I'm born in Africa, in the Congo. Born
Wow.
and born in Africa. That's why you see it's kind of little
Because you see,
mask, African
all right.
mask.
You see, sometimes people, I must say, I'm drawn to a point, and I would say, because I'm a man of straightness. I almost was going to say to him, this work evokes an Africanness or a sense of the continental African space.
Right.
But I didn't want to because he looks Caucasian, so I was saying, nah. But see, that's why judgments never bring truth. Yeah, they always bring prejudice. So, wow. So you grew up in the Congo.
Yeah.
And so naturally,
So
this
it's
is...
my roots coming back to myself.
Yes.
I've always, as a child in Africa, look at like small things and see faces and things like that.
Wow.
And this is no
Wow.
common life.
Wow. Well, Skanka, you've got an element within you that is a divine spark. And, it's beautiful that you came to... oh, this one is awesome with leaves. Look at that. It's beautiful that you came here to share this gift with us. And people, because, it's so photographic, but yet so mirror, and the mirror energy, it gives a little glassiness to it,
Right.
on the camera. But,
I see it melts with the nature around.
oh, this one definitely does. Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
There I
You
got the
see?
shot right. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing. This one is almost like a cocooned creature, coming out.
Like the giant cricket.
Ah,
It's 2 foot.
wow.
His head is here. He's standing up like a warrior like this.
Oh, I like it. You see, this is the thing about Art Odyssey, right? I've found that being here last year for the first time, I recognize that it's not just every ordinary art festival.
Yeah.
I recognize that there's uniqueness amongst who's presenting and the work that's being presented.
And the place where it's presenting.
Well,
is
Great
so
Huts is
unique.
all about. Yes. Dr. Paul and Vivian have brought together an amazing group of artists, but the space that provides that
I mean,
welcome.
this was perfect. I was looking yesterday at the place and I saw this. I was like, I don't need nothing more.
Wow.
And because it's photography, but most people ask me, is it a painting?
Yes.
I put it on easel.
And easily, yes.
I check your mouth.
Yes, it gives the mind a little twisting, but it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Let me capture this one at the front before we take a little step forward. But listen, this one here, yeah, this one's got a lot of good energy.
So that's actually a bamboo root.
Oh, it's no wonder why, man. No wonder why I love bamboo. We love bamboo here at Trail Life Television Networks. Awesome. So once again, Skanka, pleasure,
One love.
man.
Blessed
One love,
love.
man. Continue to do the great works. Majestic.
Every time. Thank you.
Yes, so like I said, there's so much experiences to be fulfilled right here at the Great Huts. The art Odyssey brings out art in every direction, and then the environment is already art already, as he said, it just fit it in perfectly. And this is one of the beautiful, I would say, I don't remember what this one is called, but I know this one is one of the favorites because you got an awesome view. It's African house, yes, one of the major ones. I knew that. I remember that. This is one of the major ones here, right? And the welcoming entrance of Africana House, as you can see, that's definitely like, come home. One of the ancient, ways of living. And it comes all the way around back to, let me just make a wrap around to this beautiful, awesome, wonderful presentation that we are going to find that's going on currently. So we're going to take a little walk on the boardwalk and check out the amazing views while we do that. Right? This is one of the most awesome things about this place, that you get to see so much, right? And now we're going to take a walk all the way around to what we call the art installation. And currently, as we speak, usually I think Philip Henry, if I'm not mistaken, is doing his presentation. So we get to see, check that out. I'm gonna be quiet though. Hear the laughter already.
No, but hold on. If we can let me not say it. Hold on, let me say this.
It's not this and there, but I'll give this to them.
Yes, it does. Go on. You understand? Uh-huh. All right, that's good. But it's like, remember John Priest? John Priest. Come on. Let us alone. I'm doing scrape it with the finger. Yeah.
Those are all guts. And here's what you can use with the guts. Right. I love it.
There you go, man.
Now, they call that type of art mandala. Mandala. You can do it on stones, you can do it on paper, you can do it on canvas, you can do it on a wall, you can do it on the clothes. Now, these are the things that I use to do them. Everything has about this. This is called a box. You know what this is? Pencil. So you can use a stick up. So guess what? You're all going to make mandalas today. Alright? You're going to it takes your creative energy, and people must pay for your time. When I was in art college, one of my lecturers always said, time is money, and money is time. So if I'm going to sit down for 3 hours, 4 hours, and do my God, how much per hour would you work? So when you're talking about 1,000 times 4 is what? 1,000 times 4 is 4 grand. So you understand why we arrive at the price. You must charge for your time. It's when you go to the dentist or the doctor or you get a workman to come check your eye. You're going to when you are done with your jewelry and your clothes, we shall do mandalas.
Why not
You
do
can
it?
do that?
Blessings. This is the wonderful Vivian Levinson. It's a pleasure every time being here. So tell us a little bit about the motivation behind doing this festival. You've gone 9 years. Have you been involved in all 9 years?
Not 9 years, but certainly for the last two. I proudly embrace bringing out the cultural programs of Great Huts Resort. Dr. Paul Rhodes, the owner and designer of this resort, obviously it's an artistic interpretation of a West African village and paying tribute to our ancestry. And he's a strong supporter of art and creativity of Jamaica in all forms for the last 20 years. So that has been celebrated in Arts Odyssey in various ways. Last year we celebrated African maths and brought
Awesome.
that to the forefront.
That
And
was awesome.
for people to understand the power and healing effects of maths. And upon that healing theme, we thought this year we are celebrating things that a lot of people might not think that are art forms, like the spoken word,
Yes.
like drawing and actually making things with your hands, and how powerfully wonderful things happen to you when you are in that creative process.
Absolutely.
So we have artists and speakers here today, and Jerome Sage Butler, one of Jamaica's leading spoken word artists, and we're proudly having him here with
thank you.
Lemieux LaRoche. And our feature presentation is really centered on the power of our thoughts, spoken
Yes.
word, and all about positive creativity. And Jamaica is a creative island. It's who we are.
Yep.
So we want everyone to celebrate that in Portland every year with us. At the most, we feel the very place that where creativity can be nourished in the natural surroundings, and it's just a special event that way because people get to connect with the artists personally. And we're just so lucky that we've had support of so many artisans that come out and want to endeavor to not just obviously talk about this to the international community, but embrace and immerse our community.
Yes.
We have here at Healing with Drawing, Teachfield students, and the Boston Cultural Center releasing a mural for us. So anyway, lots of great stuff.
Vivian, it's been a pleasure. You've been one of the wonderful stalwarts of this place, and speaking with you, working with you has always been a pleasure. I love your attention to detail and the fact that you take the culture so seriously, and the same for Dr. Paul as well
I
too.
am Jamaican, okay?
Yes,
Of course.
of course. Touch me,
One
or you
love.
be. One love, or you be. Right way. Blessings. As we continue to journey through the 9th annual Jamaica Art Odyssey Festival right here at Great Arts Resort, we're just catching some of the sights and the sounds and peeping around. Me a fast. How we around this? Sir?
That's the African house.
Oh yes, African house. Blessings. So we're going to look at African house because this is where it meets a little bit of the traditional, because it's a traditional West African village, as you hear Vivian say. And of course, Jamaica, we're diverse, right? So the African, the heritage, everything mixed into our reality right here. So here we've got African house. As you can see, it's not like the huts, but it's a celebration of the same themes. So here we go. And I should say that these are ancestral artifacts. So these aren't just some matter of artwork, but these are actually ancestral artifacts that at one time or another served in some function within these villages and these communities in West Africa. And from a lot of little glimpses I've given you today, right, you can pretty much see that there are a lot of things that are unique, but yet relatable to your own experiences, like stuff that you've been going through, right? You really clearly know that this touches onto a lot of your belief systems, the familiar images you've seen in your thoughts that help to constitute your sense of reality, your sense of well-being. Certainly, as an African, and certainly as an African in Jamaica, Jamaica mixes with our time and heritage, and so much of the ancient cultures through time has assimilated. Like I told you about the Jewish tradition, and so much of our videos has been assimilated into our artwork and a lot of the aesthetics we hold on to here. So there's something we should never forget to mention as it relates to the uniqueness of Jamaica. And that's Brother Marcus up there, right? Marcus Garvey, that is. So there is something more than just, a resort here, right? Let's pan around near this pool, yes, because we're showing you it as it is, right? We're not really holding back anything. So we're gonna pan around from the pool here. Again, we catch some of that beautiful view of, the ocean front, and we swing all the way back around here. This side, as you can see, is very, very holistic, very, very natural, very, very simplistic, very, very down to earth, very, very natural. So we give you the 360-degree pan, of African house, and just the very essence of the walkways, right? How simple it is to peruse through, how simple it is to come through, right? Here we go. There we go. Another dimension. Wonderful. There we go. The aesthetics, as we always say, is amazing, and Dr. Paul really does spend a lot of attention to details, and the artists and the artisans that really put all this work together, it's amazing people. So we got some huge works there hanging from the wall. Places like these, that you have to do like a complete video, because it's not just like every day you're going to see it. And I know people are about places like these, right? They always think that there's some underlying motive. And I always say motives are what you want them to be. So you can have ones that don't please you. I'll take the ones that are pleasing to me, knowing that everything is a mixed compendium sometimes. Life is beautiful. This is an awesome place. It's an awesome place to be with your family. It's an awesome place to take a moment. I've had it. I've been here, and I've been with the family, and I've had a great experience. I've seen several people come, and likewise, they've had the same too as well too, So I know that it's worthwhile, a place to spend even a few moments. And I always like this staircase because, it is woven from our Jamaican wicker. And it's just unique, in that the metal and the wicker work so awesomely together to give you this awesome staircase. I always like just looking at how beautiful these are. So I'm telling you that, in essence, right, there are things in our country that are beautiful. The prices of the rooms aren't expensive. I think the most expensive cost for a room here is like $200. And I think it's probably one of these rooms in this place, because all the other rooms are basically anywhere from about $75 to $80 upwards, So listen, this is off the beaten path, but it's right on the path of wellness. It's right on the path of the complete joy we get from such things and such occasions. So I just want to thank you very much for being a part of this occasion, for being a part of this movement with me, and for coming on this journey to bring the movements of good healing words, like Vivian said, like Brother Namuel, life, to bring that word of healing, and to know that qualitatively, quantitatively, those words do transform life. Art does have a place in the Odyssey of our being. There's a sacredness to us as people, and God knows that we are fulfilling it when we express it so vastly. Our heritage considered, the experience of our lives considered. It's beautiful. Today's been an awesome day, right here on Sure Life Television Networks. We're just vibing, right? Yeah, the 9th annual Jamaica Arts Odyssey, right here at Great Huts Resort, Boston Bay, Portland. We're in the African homes, celebrating, our heritage, a slice of everything divine. And we're going to leave you with a wonderful shot of Daddy Marcus, as they would say. Marcus Mosiah Garvey, our first national hero. Remember to like, subscribe, and share True Life Television Networks right here on YouTube. Love, blessing, and honor. Remember that you're a gift to yourself, a gift to your environment, a gift to your community, your family. Express your artistic, creative, sublime, divine vision of true self, of true nature, of true being. Until next time, blessings and love and love and love and love and more love.